Well, hey there. You're listening to the Gina Scalpone podcast, a podcast for hustlers and dreamers to get kick in the pants business advice with a little bit of fun mixed in. And this is your host, Gina Scalpone.
Hello, friends. Today I am inspired by a question that I saw posted inside this Facebook group where I am in with about 35,000 other stylists from all over the states and all over the world. This is what popped up, and I thought it'd be something really fun to bring over to my podcast to help inspire all of you. This was the question. Hello, all. What are we doing to keep ourselves booked and busy? And there's a bunch of comments in the post. But here are my three main steps that can keep you booked and busy all year long. It's a way to be proactive, it's a way to reach out to current clients, and it's a way to keep yourself busy, but not only busy just being busy, be busy being strategic with how you're spending your time. Because let's face it, nobody has extra time in the day. I'm not showing up online just because I got nothing to do. I'm showing up online to attract more clients. So, okay, step number one, we're going to apply the 90-90 rule to our business. So, this looks like it's called the 90-90 rule. If you've never heard of it before, it's because I made it up. And basically, you're going to 90% of your clients should be getting or buying 90% of your products and services. Okay. So I made this up. I've been doing this strategy in my own business for years. At the time of this recording, it is May of 2025. I just had my 15-year anniversary of having my own business. So I've applied this strategy in my own business for years, at least 12 or 13 years. When I started coaching other stylists about 5 years ago, I had to make it very simple and put a title on it, right? Because I wanted to share the strategy and it's such a game changer. It's an easy way to work smarter, not harder. So it's called the 90-90 rule. 90% of your clients should be getting or buying 90% of your products and services. So this is how it looks. You pull out a piece of paper. You're going to plan in advance. I recommend to do it at the beginning of the week and spend about 10 minutes, time block 10 or 15 minutes out of your busy schedule and set aside time to do this exercise. So you're going to pull out a piece of paper. A piece of paper makes it register a little bit easier in your brain. So I would highly recommend to do it on a piece of paper and set up a digital device. And you're going to write out the clients that are actually scheduled on your books. So it's going to be Jennifer Smith, Tom Jones, Jessica Jones, whatever it is. On one side of the paper, right next to their name, you're going to write out what they're actually already scheduled for on your books. So it might be a cut, color, keratin treatment, blowout, cut and color, whatever it is. And next to their name on the other side of the paper, you're going to think of you're going to brainstorm one product or one service that you sell that they aren't currently booked for at that appointment and or they've never had from you and or they haven't had in a while. So for example, Jessica Smith is coming to you tomorrow at 10 a.m. and she's getting a haircut and color. You think a keratin treatment would be a really beneficial for her. So you're going to write her name down, you're going to put cut and color, and you're going to put keratin treatment on the piece of paper. For bonus points, what you're going to do is, sorry, let me pause that. You have to make a note so you remember when they come in and sit in your chair that you remember to talk about that upsell. Now, for bonus points, you're going to reach out to them in advance and say something like this. Hey, Jessica, can't wait to see you tomorrow for your hair appointment. Remind me to talk to you about the keratin treatment that I offer. I think you'd really benefit from it, from getting one at this time of the year. So now that gets the client excited that you're thinking about her before they come in. She comes in and sits in your chair. You're also holding yourself accountable because you're saying something to her in advance to remind you and to remember to say something. And then you've made yourself a little note on your schedule to bring it up. Now, when they leave the salon, and if they're like, oh, the interesting, maybe whatever, you're going to follow up with them a few days later and say, hey, Jessica, how's your hair? And when she says it's amazing, then you say, may I send you more information about the keratin treatment? And you can either tag her, ideally you have some information on your website about it, or you have a social media post that you can tag her in with some testimonial, or you have some sort of feedback, a YouTube video, like a page on your notes app on your phone with just more information, some testimonials, maybe some before and after pictures. Give them more information to really start thinking about about it. Then you have to make a note when they come back in or they go to make their appointment for their following appointment, let's say 2 months later or 6 weeks later, you make a note. You say, hey, would you love to try that keratin treatment? Or do you have any questions about it? And then you go from there. You make a note. And if they don't book it, just make yourself a note one more time to follow up again. A couple times of doing this, making this note and talking to the client about it, especially because you have the solution for their problem, they're going to buy it and they're going to trust you. They already trust you. It's 5 times easier to sell to somebody who's in your chair. So they're in your chair already buying from you. They're coming in for their cut and color, and upselling a keratin treatment just makes them trust you that much more. And it makes it that much easier to upsell other services and products to them, like down the road when you offer, when you suggest a styling product or a shampoo conditioner, or coming in for a blowout or things like that, or referring their honey in or their friend in for an updo, things like that, or a haircut. So that's one way to create more income. You're going to try to upsell to the clients that are already on your books for the upcoming, weeks. Another way you're gonna get more bookings is posting online consistently. Now, consistently means 3 to 4 times a week on the static page, not on your stories, because your stories goes away after 24 hours. I mean, it's great and all. I post on my stories every day, but I know I'm conscious of what I'm posting on there is going to go away after 24 hours. So think about that. You need to be posting consistently online. What I recommend, I support this salon in the suburbs here. I do salon consulting for them. And once a month, I get on a call with the salon manager. One of my jobs is to create more income for the salon and make it easier for them to attract more income. And one of the ways is by posting on social. Now, the salon manager actually does the posting at the salon, but about once a month, we set up about a 30-minute call. We pull out a calendar and we map out what exactly she's going to be posting on their social media pages. I help her come up with some content and videos and things like that, at least give her ideas and inspiration. And then it's really easy for her to actually create the post. Sometimes she schedules it in advance, and sometimes she just posts in real time, but at least she knows on that day exactly what she's going to be posting. So I'm going to share this information that I share with her. It keeps it really simple and easy. And she's like, oh my gosh, Gina, this is such a game changer. I know exactly what I'm going to be posting when I'm pulling up, my phone or my computer to get the post out on the social media platforms for the salon, for Instagram and Facebook. I say, okay, let's pull out a calendar. How many days a week are we going to be posting? She's like 5. I'm like, cool. What days are we going to be posting on? She's like, all the days except Sunday and Tuesday. Those are my days off. I don't want to have to be posting then. I'm like, amazing. And we test these strategies out. We don't always do that. Sometimes we do Monday through Friday. Sometimes we do Tuesday through Saturday. The last call we had, she's like, I really don't want to post on Sundays and Tuesdays because those days I'm not working. I'm like, amazing. Let's try it out. Let's see what works. So we came up with a posting schedule. So the first day, since she's not posting on Sunday, we came up Monday. We came up with a theme for every Monday for the entire month. And off the top of my head, I don't know what it is. I forget what it is, but it was a couple of the topics were the before and after makeovers that the stylists at the salon were doing. So that was going to be one day. So every Monday for the month, it's going to be the before and after hair makeovers that the clients are sending in. Another day was Tuesdays, she wasn't posting. Another day was because it's prom season and wedding party season. We're going to be highly marketing and focusing on updos and special event hair and makeup. So on Wednesdays, every Wednesday of that month, we're going to be showcasing an updo or showcasing one of the artists that does the updos, things like that. And then another one of the days, it was Wednesday. I asked her to ask all of the artists there. Now they have a lash specialist, they have a makeup artist, they have hairstylists, barbers, they have a combination of service providers there. I asked her to ask them to ask each one of the technicians to create a very short video, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20, 30 seconds of holding up their favorite product. They could actually be using it on their hair. They could be holding it, talking to camera face to face. It could just be a camera of their hands, like touching it and spraying it. For them to come up with one of their favorite products. And like I said, a very short video. And then just say the 3 things that they love about it. So, for example, I'm making this up, the Kenra Root Lifting Spray. It's really awesome to give fullness. It gives lift to the hair, and it makes the hairstyle last for days on end. And you can reuse it on the hair when the hair is dirty to refreshen the hair. So, like you would say something like that, just your 3 main tips that you love about that product. So, I asked her to ask her whole team to come up with one product and send her a video. Now, that video was going on. She has a lot more people than the 4 days. So, every Wednesday for 4 days in that month, she's going to be sharing, but she can share the next ones the following month because she has more than 4 employees, right? So she's going to highlight one employee each Wednesday, every Wednesday of the month, and talk about highlighting that favorite product that they love. and then so on and so forth. So every day, again, to recap, to get your books filled up, you're going to create a posting schedule. You're going to look at it 1 month at a time. You're going to pick what platforms you're on. It could be one or two or three or four. You're going to pick the days of the week that you're going to be posting. And each day is going to be each Monday or each Tuesday or each Wednesday, the same day every week is going to have that one specific topic. So now you know when you go to post, it's so much easier to one, get the post out there, and two, it makes it really fun because you're like, my creative monkey brain has to stay focused and only post about the before and after hair makeover pictures I'm doing, or the keratin treatments, or the client testimonials, or behind the scenes of being a hairstylist, things like that. So think about it like that. That's another thing you could do that's can be very time consuming. But if you don't have clients on your books and you get this system in place and you get organized, you're going to start seeing bookings from that. You're going to attract new people. You're going to be reminding your regular clients that are on your schedule that, oh, yeah, she offers this type of service and this type of product. Oh my gosh, I got to send my friend into her. It reminds your clients, it helps you stay top of mind your clients when they aren't in your chair. So that's step number two. Step number three is looking for your ideal clients online. Now, this could just be your regular clients. Like go through your list of clients, pull up all your clients that you've done in the last, let's say, 6 months, and make sure they're following you or go follow them, on Facebook or Instagram or whatever account you're on. Let's say you're on Instagram, go look at their names and go find them and follow them and make sure you're following them. That will like Sid, um, what am I going to say? The signal to them to follow you. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you do that, friends. And so when you're posting online, you can guarantee that people are going to see your post, but only 4 to 6 people see a post. So if you have 100 followers, that means 5 people naturally, organically will see a post. So you have to be active enough to make sure that your clients are seeing it. And if they're not following you online, then they're not going to see your posts. So first you want to be consistent, then looking for ideal clients online. You want to make sure your regular clients are following you online. So when you're posting consistently, they see the marketing that you're doing, the selling that you're doing. And then also I want you to actually go out and look for more ideal clients. Let's say one of your clients is part of a country club, like a golf community. Go on her social media accounts and see what other friends are on there that are part of the same community, or type in the golfing community that you know she's a part of in Facebook groups and go in there, get in that group if you can get in, because sometimes they're specific about who's in the groups, and start friending some people. Start looking at the people that look like your ideal client. Like look for your ideal client online. Go back to previous posts that you've had and engage with people who have liked, who have commented on your posts. Go back and do that for the last 6 months. Anybody who's liking a picture, go in there and call them out on the post. If Stephanie Smith, one of your regular clients, liked a picture that you posted 2 months ago, call her out. Be like, thanks so much for the love, Stephanie Smith. How is your hair doing? Thanks so much for the love, Stephanie Smith. I see you're due for your upcoming cut and keratin. Can we get you on the schedule? So think about it like that. You can be very strategic. You can spend a good amount of quality time being busy with these strategies, and you will get more clients. You will fill up your books. You will not have a lull in your books. And if you do, hey, look, you've got all these strategies, these 3 strategies that you can work on in your downtime to attract more income and provide more value to your clients. So I hope this training helped you out. If it did, please tag a friend in the training and hit me up on Instagram and let me know which strategy stands out to you. Which one are you going to try? Which one have you been trying that works? Which one's resonating with you the most? Which ones do you have more questions about? Let me know. I'm dying to know. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, friends.